Yo, greetings, Massive and Cool Original. ZJ Heno, VybezRadio, and I've just had to, ambush Mr. Livingston, sorry. He was playing some FIFA.
Come on, man.
You beat some of your guys, man, your team.
We are trying, my lord. That's how we just cool
like
off.
3-1, 3-0. Yeah.
That's how we just cool off. We just cool off. We have a lot of works to do and in the pipeline. So when we, it's also very vital to rest and take some time off. Yeah. And that's how I find it in between time. For real. So welcome to Kenya, bro. Thank you, bro.
Third, fourth time, fifth time.
Bro, it's actually supposed to be the 10th or 11th, so it's not even enough. But I promise you, you have been a brother from time, and we're going to be coming here more often than we used to. Yeah. Trust me. For real. Because this first initiative, after a long while, is the beginning of a frequent visit.
Yeah, so how's been the vibe so far? I've been in the country for a couple of minutes.
Amazing vibes, chilling with Calligraph from last night. Shot a message to my friends, Southeast Soul, you know what I mean? Getting to know a few more newer ones, Kering, Nikita, she's fire, you know what I mean? Hot the band. Yeah. Me, I'm a family kind of person, so I love to create relationships that build families. Even if it's music family, whatever family, it's very important to come together, primarily as human beings before everything else. So I'm not ashamed to let you know that, bro, I got linked back with my brothers yesterday, Calligraph, Red Sun. It was nice. When you check on my snaps, you see the energy is pure, bro. For real. And I had a chance, to check you guys out, How was the session? Mad session, we're done with the song.
Wait, how many records did you record?
We did one. Yeah. An interesting thing occurred where before we realized lights went off. And we're like, So halfway through the session. Yeah. And then what did we do? We were like, all right, cool. I was not feeling to leave anyway because I know we have a few bars to close this and I want to keep the energy running. Only for Calligraph to check out and realize that it's a snitch of his neighbors that there's too many people in his end, so they have to lock off the light.
So the neighbor called on the...
That's what we realized. So I don't know how they did that, but lights came back after a few minutes when he found out and we closed the jam. I think I woke up this morning to see that he has posted it on his IG.
Yeah, I saw it about 4 hours ago.
He gave some snippet. I'm like, okay, then I'll repost it too.
So listen, you have not listened to the song, even just the bounce of it?
I have, he has. Yeah. But you guys haven't.
I just had the chorus when we were making it.
Exactly. So luckily enough, you posted a chorus part as well. So we're looking forward to doing amazing stuff. Yeah. To continue to grow the relationships between Ghana and Kenya.
For real. Yeah. So let me just take you back a little bit. Before you came to Nairobi, you were in Rwanda. What were you doing in Rwanda?
I went there for the Guba Awards, Grow Unite Build Africa Awards, which is one of the topmost tier awards that seeks to recognize, acknowledge, and reward entrepreneurs, African leaders, black people who have laid down their life serving humanity, from all walks of life, as in from the medical fields to the tech fields to governance fields, So that was like a top, we had dignitaries from all across, top music execs like the Grammy CEO was there as well. So, I was invited upon to come and, do like a 10-15 minutes performance. And I'm like, why not? I'll do it. And it was my first time in Rwanda as well. So I took the opportunity, stepped in to support my big sister, Denta, the CEO of Guba Awards.
So how is that important to, Stonebwoy as a human being, as an artist, when you perform there, for... How is it important to you?
It's very, very important because, we have classes of people. No matter what you do, there are going to be classes of people. And the class that gathered over there, that attends Guba Awards, that gets invited to come to Guba Awards, are like the shakers and rulers of our societies, our nations and communities. So if your music transcends and is able to reach out, to a class like this, then you're doing something right. Then it means that the messaging is right. That means you can speak to somebody from the ghetto like I come from, and then also speak to somebody in the boardrooms, etc. So it means a lot to my career, and to lend support and be invited to, it's just like top tier. It continues to solidify you as a big brand artist, on the continent, which I am. So I'm just doing my duty.
For real. Like a month ago, you had a cleaning drive back at home, September 1st to 3rd, I saw it on the IG, you were there, like,
digging at the
digging, and, you have such a strong base, back at home, like, when Stonebwoy steps out, any place in Ghana where you're there, you get enough love. So has it been that way, or it just continue building up and, getting more fans, and how is that important to you to get that, farm support back at home before the rest of the world, accept Mr. Livingstone?
Yeah, it's been from grace to grace, from grace to grace. Once upon a time it was grass. You know what I mean? That is the grassroots time. That's what I want to say. And we've been pushing and pushing and pushing, and then we've been growing along with the people, because I believe that they can relate to what I stand for with my music, you know what I mean? Yeah, as simple as that. So they connect every minute, they connect every time. Like, I just don't bring them music, I bring them message, I bring them vibes, and I live my music. So, and we're all living as human beings, and they can also relate. So that's how come it's been growing from strength to strength to strength. Yeah. And like you're saying, that was a communal, labor, something that was going on at the time. Guess what? I must be there. I was there. And I jumped into the gutters. Yep. Look, we were waiting on the gloves for like forever. Yeah. Then I'm like, bro, I've got the shoes. Yeah. And we're waiting on gloves. I want to jump in here and lead by example, because most times we speak and we hardly, people that are in places where others look up to speak and hardly do it. And I have always lived by example, so I jumped in it. I'll wash my hands anyway. I know better, but come on, man. Yeah. People live in filth that kill them every day, and this is the thing that we're louding up to the rest of the world to know that, look, cleanliness, clean your ends, clean your environment. Once upon a time, we're gonna have that public initiative, like, to hit the grounds to make everybody know that, look, remember to be clean. But every day, every time, they would always have to also make sure their ends are clean and all of that. Yeah, and I've been a sanitation ambassador as well, so I make sure that I face it reality. I'm not bougie about these things, because I come from the hood. Yeah,
even though you're part of the community, so it's just only natural.
It's just only natural for me to jump in, bro.
Yeah, man. For real. All right, let me just bring you back home, and we've spoken about your musical brothers, had the bands, the Soul, Red Sun. You did it with Calligraph yesterday. Any collaborations apart from the Calligraph? Anything that you're working on right now? So you're still in the country for a minute. So can you give us something?
Yeah, we've gotten a few things that we're planning on collaborations. So they'll come up.
Come on, man! Like, this is adrenaline. Like, you have to give us something exclusive now, man.
Yeah, but I gave you an exclusive from Cali. You guys, okay? It's no one exclusive. Is that how fast things run? Just from last night and this evening, it's no more exclusive, really. Come on, let it last for 2 weeks and we're going to get more exclusives. But we're working on other stuff.
Yeah, man.
We have actually humbly, reached our management, to a few people that we're feeling, and they've also reached out, and we don't have any options than to continue to collaborate, because collaboration is key. Yeah. And that's what's make everything nice. So, there's going to be more.
Talk us through about your latest single, Firm and Strong. I don't want to pronounce it
because you cannot or you can't.
I wrote it down.
Try
actually.
it.
Digba.
Gigba.
Digba.
No, hold on. Ba.
Gidiba.
Thank you.
Yeah. Firm and Strong. So talk about the record. Because chat some things for the record.
Yeah, man, real things. Chat on it,
Yeah,
real talk. And you see the song goes and says, "Them matter about one love, but them never read like that. Money, but they never reach like that. Funny, them can't see my back. Me nah make a move, me no see contract. Me and them never get a eye contact. Say them a leader, but them a lead from back. Like, check with the lyrics and relate to it. it's self-explanatory, but irrespective, it's only talking about standing firm and strong and all these things like any way them see mankind, them do mankind, and we do like say we never know. Oh, Kawacha. Enough people are fight wars. That like it's not really, we're fighting wars that we don't deserve, just because of how you are, or just because you're shining, just because you're moving in the direction, and you people get a lot of hate naturally, for no cause, and that saddens my heart. You feel me? So, sometimes you see, but you don't want to vibe, you don't want to talk about it, you just want to hold it in and continue to do the most that you can. I was at a point, or I'm still at a point in my life where I see a lot of arrows at me for no cause, and I know that it is because you're rising higher and higher, and you are not relenting. You're putting in a lot of work. So what? They're gonna rub the failures off of you as humankind. It's natural. You know what I mean? So stand firm, stand strong. Don't conform to the hate, the speech, the bad mind. Just keep focused. Just be positive, and reaffirm yourself. Like you say, the more you do, the more they hate. So do more.
Do more.
Get the courage, encourage yourself to do more. So that's what the song is literally talking about.
On the flip side, you also have therapy. Something to the ladies, them, just,
yes,
to ease them out, and VybezRadio.
I love you when you lie to me, that shit feel like therapy. Biggie bam, biggie bam, biggie bam bam, biggie bam, biggie bam, biggie bam bam, my baby be the finest. For the girl them. So that dropped, therapy, soothing, beautiful song. Look out for the remixes coming as well. You know what I mean? For my ladies only.
Yeah, strictly.
That's like the first single off of my next album that was coming. And Gidigba is the second single off of the next album. So you guys, you're in for greatness. You're in for a VIP treat, luxurious treat. So stick in and stay in touch with me. More things coming from Stonebwoy. The 5th studio album is coming soon next year.
Okay. So I actually wanted to transition to that. 2 singles out, and you're basically doing my job. So,
I try.
So what should we expect in the next album? 2 singles out. Firm and Strong, and therapy. What kind of sounds are you experimenting with? But the last one, you are all over the world. You put out everything, like Stonebwoy was in Europe, Stonebwoy there, Jamaica, collaborations with Benny Man, Sean Paul, Stonebwoy in Australia, anywhere. Kerry Hilson, So what are you experimenting with, or what are you working on, the 5th studio album? What sounds, can you give us some producers that are we working with our own producers here in the 254? So
I think in the 254, I've hit the studio with the guy yesterday, with working with Calligraph.
Vink on the beat.
Yeah. And on the album we have amazing producers. Trust me, we have super dupes already on Therapy. Daramola. Therapy was produced by 3 producers, bro. It was worked on by 3 producers. Easy, are you kidding me? Worked on Covey's album, and that Super Dupes is another
Miami.
Everything in Easy House. Daramola as well is another crazy Nigerian producer, American based. So these are names of producers on the album. We have Streets Beats, we have Mixmaster Ghazi, we have tons of producers on my album this trip as well.
In-house, anybody from being?
Yeah, in-house.
Okay.
In-house, I mean, these are brothers I've always worked with, which is Street Beats and Mixmaster Ghazi. And bro, like Neptunes is on there as well. Oof. Like, bro, like tons and tons of producers, and what? Guess what? Gidigba was produced by Phantom. Phantom is Nigerian, you know what I mean? Like, so I have some. It's all across West Africa, and
So at this moment right now, I think the 2nd of October. How far is the album? Is it 60%, 50%? Do you have the records already? I have to squeeze a little bit.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Thing is, the album has been. I think I have like 3 albums ready to drop. If you ask me to drop it tomorrow. I'm not
ready,
even gonna
man.
lie.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I can give you guys 14-track album 3 times. Ease. If you want to swallow it all, next week I can pour it all on you guys, man. Yeah. Because I keep working.
Yeah.
Non-stop. So the album is actually, recording-wise, we have tons and tons of songs. We are at the stage of fine-tuning and closing, you know. So that's where we are right now for the album. The name is gonna come out soon, and all these ones. But so far so good. I think we went on a therapy tour, the whole Europe tour, therapy European tour. And we're just taking it, you know. We're just taking it. We're constructive with our strategy and our plan.
How we move.
Yes, because I mean, we've dropped 4 albums already, and the 5th one. We just want to continue to establish ourselves in the heart and minds of the people musically, because I have a lot to offer. I trust.
True.
I have a lot to offer. Diversity. I say this with a lot of confidence, not braggery, you know, because I believe that I always continue to learn, you know, and evolve. Yeah. So guess what? This album is going to be a massive one. If you love music, you're gonna appreciate it. You know this one, and you know the vibes. You're gonna get it from Afrobeats, reggae, dancehall, cut across.
I'm a piano, everything there,
bro. Big ups to my G vocalistic. Big ups to Major Leagues DJ. I know we have some records. You know.
My character, so let's speak about your fashion sense. You know, me check your IG. Me check your post and everything. Talk to us about it.
Fashion
dapper
sense.
Back at home we call it piga luku. Like luku yako ni smart.
Luku yako ni smart.
You on point.
On point.
So speak to us.
Gotta be on point. You see, when it comes to fashion, like I posted something on my Snapchat. I'm like, listen, fashion is what you feel to put on your skin that looks good on you. You know what I mean? And you dress to kill, not to impress. That's my key. I think if you dress to kill, then you're killing it.
Love it.
But if you want to dress to impress, you might never be confident in your skin ever. Because you're waiting on people's opinions and submissions to feel, I did it.
I'm good, look good.
But most importantly, if you listen to if you pay attention to your body stature, your form, because if you're tall, if you're short, if you're buff, there's always a way to put clothes on your body, no matter the body type, that will bring out the
balance it.
That will bring out the you know what I mean? So once you find that out, you're gonna always kill it. And mind you, there's nothing new under the sun. You're either wearing some pants, some shorts, some skirts, some shirts, some t-shirts, or you're throwing some cloak over you. There's nothing new. It's just the way it's done. So find a way to do it.
So do you have like somebody, a specialist, or you just Of course, when you go for the awards, you can have like a designer, put some look.
But
for
most interestingly, I'll tell you the truth. I style myself, bro. I have stylists. But bro,
I think you make the ultimate,
I'm involved, bro. I'm involved because I should also know what I like, and then somebody can build off of what I like to add on some styles and all of that. So over the time, quite recently, I know people have been feeling the vibes.
100.
You have to feel it. And I'm not actually doing it for you to necessarily feel it because I always want to get the feel good reaction, but just because I feel like, man. Because remember, so when you look in the mirror, you look at yourself also. So once you like what it is, go get it. Fashion. Don't let anybody intimidate you or whatever. Feel good in your skin, put it on. Once you're good, you're good. Once you smell good,
all right.
And look good.
For real. How do you manage to get these endorsements, bro? Techno Mobile back at home, corporate companies are just on Stonebwoy. Like, what's the hack? What advice can you give, upcoming artists or even established artists? Because, you deal with the thing proper,
Which is right.
So, like, how do you manage? Is it luck? Is it the work that you put in? Is it that you have a strong team back at home or worldwide that is, making sure that, Stone is, on point, when it comes to the corporate world and everything there?
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I say, we're all growing and getting better every day. So with all these deals and all of that, you have to be able to appeal to the masses because these people come in for business. You know what I mean? And once you sit at a position where you can combine the numbers and what they want to sell to the people, and make their brand look even more better, then it's good for you. So I think as individual artists, you have to, you see, whatever I've endorsed, I drive naturally. You have to be able to have that drive. You know what I mean? That drive to market something. In the end, we're marketing music, we're marketing lifestyle anyway. So once you are at that position, I believe that brands would also be looking out and, you know, reach out. You can also probably reach out, because sometimes they wouldn't see what it is until you open it up to them and be like, yo, brothers, can you look at this from this side? Like, this is what I think we can do, this is what I think we can't do. And so that's just what it is. I mean, it's not rocket science.
So speak to us about, you know, the Afrobeats takeover, you know, right now in the world. You know, I had a chance, you know, to play in the States for 2 months. You know, play 16 cities, you know. And yo, anytime me drop a Stonebwoy, me drop a Wizkid, me drop a Burna Boy, like everybody's gravitating, you know, to
the vibes.
Is it our time now, or it has been our time? We just didn't know.
You see, this is a very interesting topic to you know. It's always been our time, and it's also our time now. It's been our time in the sense that before we were born, before we ever felt like we could do music, we were looking at some other musicians on TV, right? As kids, we were seeing other big artists. So it's been our time, and it's still our time. It's in our time because we are here now today to continue whatever it was from years ago, because we have had to be inspired by our great-great-grand, you know, the era before us. So I think it's just a good timing now that our era is also pushing the boundary to a different level, because I believe it was pushed to wherever we carried on from, and also pushed it further. So we have to give credit to our time and give a lot of credit for you know, the predecessors who may have pushed it to this time. And also, come the next 30-20 years, we would also be like gatekeepers proper. Like, we would be the grandpas of the industry, and also there will be other people in the striking force that will be striking it outside the coast. So that's the beauty of it. And another interesting thing is that Afrobeats has actually, you know, come a long way to get to this point, you know, and at this level that it is, we find out that it's a mixture of a lot of elements that can appeal to every type of person, whether you're black, white, purple, or blue, you know. So I believe that way before, it, like I was saying, it was coming to this point where everybody could gravitate to it because there are elements that they can connect to in the song. You know, elements such as, you know, picking everything, music from everywhere. So when it comes to the Afrobeat vibe, that's what I have to say. It's been our time and it's our time, and I know that we are doing the most and the best we can. You know, so shout out to everybody playing their roles in representing for Afrobeat, whether you're black or you're white or however. Not forgetting our Caribbean brothers and sisters as well for always having to contribute to their quotas via reggae, dancehall, soca, because it's all one family merging up into the team.
For real. So let's take a trip to Jamaica and, you know, talk about, you know, the trap dancehall. You know, we've had some veterans in the business, you know, some big time gatekeeper artists, you know, having various, you know, opinion when it comes to trap dancehall, you know. So where do you stand in terms of that? Or
I've also followed conversations, and I realized that it's a topic in Jamaica, and I'm actually concerned because, you know, I go to Jamaica a lot. My style can never be spoken about without reggae dancehall, you know, added. So we're all involved. I think coming from the Caribbean side, I think they're more closer to the American side, and so the American influence is going to be more in their eyes. You know what I mean? True. And so that is the reason how come there have had to be a blend of the trap and then the dancehall. You know, as far as there's a dancehall in there, there's dancehall representation irrespective. It's just to get you know, to be able to enter into the larger market of the where the larger market of trap. So then I think the younger generation will carry what they have, which is the actual dancehall, and then have the trap side of it to be able to cut across. Meanwhile, I think to the older generation, they are actually concerned about the dancehall element being lost. Somehow, leaving only the vocalists to be the representation of the dancer, whereas the instrumentation is really not enough dancehall in there. But guess what? We are all privy to this information. So whatever you are inspired to do, just always know that there's a need to continue to represent for the original dancehall style, or the dancehall instrumentation. The tum 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 tum. I believe that them one day. So for me, I do not have anything against it, because if you ask me, I do not believe that it will be allowed to get missing. You see, if you check my statement, I'm like, I don't believe that the original dancehall foundation will be allowed to get missing. Because it's just a cycle. It goes and comes back round and round and round. So yeah, man. Yeah.
So I want to jump into the the reggae conversation, and I hope you're free to talk about it, because the past 3 days have been really, really hectic. Chronics came out. I saw your tweet.
Yeah.
And talk about how he's a Kenyan artist, and how enough Jamaican artists have come here, and how even coming from Ghana, you still like.
It said I'm a Jamaican. The only Jamaican artist left in Ghana right now.
But so when you're having that conversation or making that statement, did you really know the kind of impact that it will bring? Because we have had I think Mr. Godison, who was like, reggae is originally from Jamaica. We had Ska, Mentor, them thing there. But Awana they came from Africa.
That's what it is.
Unfortunately, as slaves, but it's still our music. So I know it's some couple of days after, but
Yeah, I know. It's still a conversation. I mean, I wouldn't be the first one upon whose head this conversation is going to be landed. Because it's been there. So that's why it's sprung up again. I think you just said it the way it is. I didn't make that statement with any intention to discredit, disrespect, or disregard the creation or the make of reggae and dancehall music by Jamaica, from Jamaica. Never did I mean that. I can't mean that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm only also pointing out the actual fact that it's coming out of all of us as black people, coming from the motherland of Africa, element-wise, as in we relate to the vibe. So that's all I was saying. I was not really talking about the fact that it belongs to Africans and it doesn't belong to Jamaicans. You know what I mean? I was not saying that it belongs to Africans, it doesn't belong to you guys. No, it belongs to us. You guys, no way, come on.
Plus, you also have a proper statement put out, just to
yes, because it's very important lately. I had to put out that statement, and if you read and you grab and you read with understanding. If you read with overstanding, let's just say overstanding, you will get it right. But if you read with understanding, you're gonna still be underneath it, and you feel like I'm trying to fight. Or no, I'm not trying to fight nothing. I can't fight nothing. It's music we are dealing with, and I wanna and my roots and culture show me that where we come from, Africa. You see it. And even Jamaicans always sing about Africa.
They know this
from the foundation, Peter Tosh, from the foundation, Morgan Heritage, from who everybody sings about Buju Banton, Sizzla, Beanie Man, Sean Paul.
All of them.
So it's us, you know what I mean? It's us, it's our music, that's what I want to say. And I even continue to say, like, Afrobeats is Caribbean music, same way. Caribbean music is African music because we're all one people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. That's why I have the F1 and the honor to call me a reggae dancehall artist, a reggae Afrobeat artist. Like, I mean, it's open. As an African, it's open. I can do reggae, I can do dancehall, I can do Afrobeat, I can do R&B,
you can do soca,
anything. And I've done them. I've done those styles.
You have the records,
And definitely Jamaicans and Caribbeans also can do, are allowed to do. because it's our music as black people.
Speaking from a DJ's perspective, like Afrobeats is just like soccer. Soccer just has the BPM is a little bit high, like 125 of them thing there, but just at the same music,
So so that's what I was saying again, that we're in a time where it feels good. Look, it feels so beautiful that Jamaican artists they've always been running across the whole world, running things and mashing up stages, and it gives me a lot of joy to also have persons like myself, Burna Boy. I got perform reggae song first. Burna Boy killing it, Barbados, Trinidad, Patoranking, yo. So that's the beauty of all I wanted to say.
Man. So you're still in the country. What's next? I mean, you have talked about the album and so
what's next? I think we're gonna drop a next single for Christmas. Basically, we need to get that. We need to get in something fresh.
For real, yeah. So after this, what's the plan? Like, you go back home, you go back a studio, like you go back Europe, like what's the plan after this?
I mean, there's a lot of road to continue doing, because I love to connect physically, you know me, right? And I think there's a lot of opportunities and moving into the right spaces at the right time. The virtual situation by phone, email and all of that can solve some of the problems, but in physical and in flesh, it connects even better. So I love to be on the road. So I'm going to be on the road still. And I'm still in school. So I'm trying to, I'm still doubling up on all them one day.
School.
So,
tell us more.
I'm reading public administration in Ghana. And one of the top, universities out there still. And so asking me what's next is a combination of everything. So when somebody says, Stonebwoy, when you're free, can you check me up when you're free? I'm like, bro, I'm not free. I make time. I never get free. I make time. So if it's important and we have to, let's make time, let's get it done.
Link up,
man.
Yeah, for real. When I was driving here, Manchester was playing with Manchester City and Manchester United. I just wanted to know, and they already at first up, they already touched them 4-0. So I came to the house, to a yard, you're playing FIFA. You're so into football, man. Which team set us apart?
Bro, that's the part of it, you see. I play FIFA.
But you don't say me?
I play FIFA, but I'm not one of those
No.
guys. I see my other guys. They're like almost sad because one is losing, one is winning. It can't. I mean, it's not. I've not gotten that deep yet. I've not gotten that deep yet.
Because you know, say me, I'm a Liverpool fan, so.
All right, go on Liverpool, swimming at the pool, Liverpool. Oliver, swimming at the pool.
So, what kind of sports do you like check out?
I'm a football basically. Football is nice. I've not just gotten to the point where my heart is, the way you guys do it. It's nice to see. You know what I mean? Aside that, it's music. Aside that, when I find some little time, I love to just rest it up.
Man.
And that's me, simple. And I love to just hang out with my kids. Like anytime I'm on the road, I miss them the most. Anytime I'm down, it's me and them hanging together. That's just what.
It was actually my daughter's birthday.
Oh,
the other day. I don't know.
How old is she now?
She's 9 now.
Wow.
She's like, I say Uncle Stone.
I remember when, years ago when I came through and she. Shout outs to the wife.
Yeah, man. So how as we wrap it up, we've talked about how is family important, do you not just like your immediate family, your wife and the kids and everything, like just everybody around you.
Family is important. Family is very, very important. Out of family is not only by blood. Family is by trust. Family is by relationships. Family is loyalty. All these virtues that build people is what it is. Family is very important. Very. And that unit, you have to know who you call family, because not everybody comes around and actually has a family intention. So for real. That's the family is important. We all come from families, family by blood and etc.
All right. Thank you very much for taking time. What are you doing tonight?
Let's see. I have a few things to fix on that.
You have a voice, or you just
no?
Just gonna be
today I'm just chilling.
The man tired,
I might step in on the street, but it has to be necessary for me to step in on the street and all these ones. So
man.
All
right, bro.
Up top.
Thank you very much.
Respect.
Love we say every time.
Yes, I Nairobi.
The God himself.
One God in other place. Make sure you link up with me at Stonebwoy on all platforms. You know what I mean? It used to be Stonebwoy B. We take off the B. B means burn it and B means beam. It still remains, but just for simplicity's sake, when you go to Stonebwoy, you find me. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Run the music. Get ready. I'm gonna release a fresher one, but we have Gidigba, which is not even 2 months old yet. It's fresh. The video is coming out soon. I promise you're gonna love that
just
video.
Have the video, Elijah, man.
Run it.
Yeah.
Run it. One love.
Yeah.
God bless you guys.
Respect.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much, my G. Up, top.
VybezRadio, we rule the nation in this generation.